followed by questions. Coach?
You know, tough second half for us. I think you got to give Mizzou, a ton of credit. And I thought, early in the game, our guys had a great mindset. We were kind of the more aggressive team, and we knew they'd have a change up, and they had decided to go to the 2-3 zone. I thought it kind of stymied us there in the first half and kind of allowed them to get back in the game. Second half, I thought we did a good job coming out, made a little bit of an adjustment, did a good job attacking the zone, and kind of punched back, and then it was game on. And then from there on out, they really made a lot of plays too. Again, you got to give them credit. Mitchell is a load. He's really hard to handle getting to the lane. Their shooters made big shots when they needed to. We struggled to kind of get any consistency going on offense, but really at the end of the day, we just couldn't get enough stops. And that one stretch, and there was 8 points, maybe in one possession or whatever it ended up. I mean, that ended up kind of being the nail in the coffin.
Questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, obviously, Mark Mitchell's probably top of the scouting report coming in. What makes it difficult to slow him down?
I mean, it's one of those things, what he's going to do, but that doesn't mean you can stop it. And he's a guy, he knows who he is. He's so athletic. He's so explosive. He can drive it either way, and he gets his shoulder on you and plays off of 2 feet, and is just so explosive, drawing fouls, getting to the rim. Thought we did a good job early on him, and it just wasn't enough. And then, some of the double teams we ended up bringing in certain situations were effective early, and they just weren't as effective late. They did a good job cutting off the ball, changing their spacing, and they made some shots. I just thought their spacing was a little bit better too. Maybe with some of the guys they brought off the bench, to be honest, they brought some more shooting around him, and that makes it a lot more difficult to guard him when you've got shooters spacing around him.
Coach, in the 18-1 run, I think in the middle of the second half there, beyond just some shots falling for Missouri, what kind of happened in that run that made them so effective?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there were a lot of feel like they're still making some of those right now as I sit there. But, and then we couldn't just stem the tide. I mean, I don't know how many front ends of 1-on-1s we missed. I thought we had some good looks too in that center that just didn't go down, and sometimes it can be a make-miss situation. But again, they're hard to handle. When the guys go on a run like that, sometimes players make plays, but I think we'll go back and look at the film, and we also made some mistakes defensively where we left the shooter open that we shouldn't have, and they made us pay every time. So you give them credit; they made us pay every time. When we made a mistake, and that's what good teams do.
Coach, from a rebounding standpoint, what was working for you all really well in the first half, and what changed in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably positives we can take away. Being a little smaller, I thought we did a good job on the glass tonight against these guys. We were able to get to the offensive glass early. I thought that brought us energy. We only gave up 3 offensive rebounds, but I guess when a team shoots almost 70% in the second half, there's not a lot of missed shots, and the ones that they got, they turned into points. But I think that was one of the positives for the most part. I thought we did a pretty good job on the boards.
Coach, saw a lot of matchup-based substitutions from you in the first half. How hard is it to coach against a team that has 5 guys that can score double digits?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, but at this level, it's hard most nights. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's hard. Guys have good players. They have good schemes. You got good coaches. I mean, there's talent, out there everywhere. So everyone, poses a challenge. But again, I give them credit too. I mean, they really force you, for us to collapse on Mitchell, and a lot of those guys made a lot of shots too around him. And when they're able to space the floor like that with a guy like him, it was very, very difficult for us.